Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now, what's coming up this weekend in South Africa is really the crossing of the Rubicon, which was a term famously used by F.W. de Klerk when, under his leadership, the ANC government took over control of South Africa. And 25 years later, you now have a country in ruins at all different levels, thanks to incompetency, BEE, corruption. There's so many things that have gone wrong. But there is a hugely critical event happening over the next 4 days this weekend, and it involves the ANC National Executive Committee. They're meeting, and things are right now at an explosive point between the two factions, the Ramaphosa faction and the Ace Magashule faction. And let me give you some more background. A raft of difficult and sensitive topics will come under review when the African National Congress's most senior body meets over 4 days from Friday afternoon. This will be the first scheduled meeting of the National Executive Committee, or NEC, meeting this year. Past meetings were of a special nature and mainly called to handle matters related to the elections held early this year. The meeting of the 110-member committee comes as temperatures are high, with warring factions and stringent quarrelling that betray a deepening battle for control. Everything under the South African sky is on the table, from policy to political battles, said a member of the committee, speaking on condition of anonymity. At the beginning of the meeting, President Cyril Ramaphosa will table a political report. Traditionally, the party's leaders' opening remarks on a wide range of topics, which can then be discussed over the 2 days. This will be followed by a report by Secretary General Ace Magashule, who has the duty of tabling the report of the party's 24-member National Working Committee, which meets bi-weekly to discuss key issues. Now, just in December last year, Ramaphosa is on record as saying that he could not be in his position without the support of Ace Magashule. So you can see how critical events happening this weekend are. The two politicians represent two factions that are engaging in a zero-sum battle for power and its spoils. Ramaphosa is expected to touch on the controversy surrounding him and the Public Protector's investigation into his 2017 campaign fund. Ramaphosa's own issues have been found by the Public Protector to having used money to sway voting at the ANC NEC conference, which is frowned upon, and his detractors may want to see him sanctioned, said University of Johannesburg politics professor Mcebisi Ndletjana. In his report, Magashule may want to table the issues raised at the Zondo Commission in connection with the existence of spies in the ANC. While he may be able to avoid a meaningful discussion and criticism by stating that Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane's report is somewhere off limits, as he has moved to have it reviewed by a judge, Magashule may still rely on his position as the mouthpiece of the NWC to sneak the matter back onto the agenda when the time on the podium comes. Magashule sent a shot across the bow with a late evening statement on Thursday in which he attacked Derek Hanekom, a member of the NEC, in relation to the role he played in lobbying opposition MPs to support a motion of no confidence into Jacob Zuma, then a beleaguered president, 2 years ago. The NEC's subcommittee chairs will give reports on policy matters. These include updates on state-owned companies, including the appointment of board committee members and ways to pull most of these enterprises out of the fiscal crisis. Well, it helps when you stop being corrupt. That would go a long way to sorting out the problem. But that's the only way you guys know how to operate. The ANC is a gangster state. An update on the parts new membership system will also be given. Control of the system places Magashule at an advantage as the party prepares for its next big gathering, the National General Council, in a year's time. While the meeting cannot remove Ramaphosa, his opponents can use the event to criticize his performance as both head of the party and state. Most leading members of the Ramaphosa camp are preoccupied with government responsibilities as they dominate cabinet positions. This allows the opposition camp unfettered opportunity to work the ground ahead of the gathering. Ramaphosa may be vulnerable on at least two fronts: lethargic moves in regard to the implementation of resolutions related to land ownership patterns, and also the debate about the ownership and direction of the South African Reserve Bank. While Ramaphosa's will may prevail in the end, as the gathering is not empowered to recall a president, policy positions are often used as proxies to weaker president in such a gathering. An example is a call spearheaded by the ANC Youth League in 2010 that was used to weaken Jacob Zuma halfway into his first term as president of the ANC. He smothered the debate by embracing the calls for nationalization, but quashed it 2.5 years later. So, this weekend, what you're talking about are two huge factions within the ANC which are loggerheads with each other. If things get out of control, it could be absolutely disastrous for the rest of South Africa. Because, the situation, as any South African knows right now, is not good in that country. And any further form of disruption at any level is just going to exacerbate the situation. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed, ring the bell for updates, and have a great day.